Under GST, a supply generally requires consideration. However, Schedule 1 acts as a deeming fiction, creating a taxable event in specific situations where consideration is absent. Para 4 of Schedule 1 of the CGST Act specifically targets cross-border related party transactions to prevent tax leakage. The provision says import of services by a person from a related person or from his establishment located outside India without consideration in the course or furtherance of business shall be treated as supply. That means it applies when a person imports services from a related person located outside India or from another establishment of the same person outside India. So this condition requires that this supply should be only done if it is in the course or furtherance of business. Now let's understand the intent of having this provision here. Imagine this. You run a successful business in India and have a parent company or a branch office in the US. They send you some marketing strategy services. They don't charge you a single rupee for it. It's completely free. So you think, great, no cost, no GST to worry about, right? This is exactly where Para 4 of Schedule 1 of the CGST Act comes in. And it's a game changer. So the core intent was to plug the no consideration loophole. Now let's first understand the basic rule. We have to go back to that section 7 regarding the import of services. The general definition of supply under section 7(1)(b, remember we discussed already in an earlier video, says that import of services is taxable only when it is done for a consideration. That is, it needs a payment. Now think about a global group. An Indian subsidiary and its foreign parent or head office are considered related persons under GST, right? So if law didn't have Para 4, what would have happened? These related entities could simply provide all kinds of services to each other for free, like consultancy, ID support, legal advice, and escape GST entirely by saying, look, no money changed hands. The intent of Para 4 is to close this massive tax loophole. It declares that even without consideration, such imports are deemed supply. This ensures that the tax net captures the true economic value of these cross-border transactions, preventing revenue loss. So now, in summary, let's see whether a transaction is a supply under GST or not in regard to import of service. Basically, this is the recap of section 7(1)(b read with Para 4 of Schedule 1 of the CGST Act. You may also refer to the video on section 7. When there is an import of service, this is important. We are talking only about service here, and is imported from outside India to India with consideration, then it is a supply under GST, and GST will apply under reverse charge. This is provided under section 7(1)(b. So here the requirement is only consideration, and it does not require that transaction to happen only in the course of business. It can be in course of business, while it cannot also be in the course or furtherance of business. This is due to ensuring a level playing field for domestic businesses and ensure fair competition between service providers in India and outside India. So like for example, let's say you need an interior decorator service for your new house. You have two options. Either hire a top Indian interior decorator firm. They may charge you, let's suppose, 10 lakh rupees plus GST for that service. And second, you get that exact same service from outside India, and you avoid paying the GST if this requirement was not there, if this section 7(1)(b was not there. Without including this requirement, you will choose option 2 naturally. You get the service without paying any tax, putting the Indian interior decorator firm at a clear disadvantage. Therefore, to plug this loophole, this section includes GST for import of service for a consideration both for in the course or furtherance of business, as well as if it is done not in the course or furtherance of business as well. That means even for personal use, you import a service, still you have to pay GST on that, just to ensure that domestic and imported services are treated similarly, safeguarding the interests of local businesses. Now moving further, if you now read section 7(1)(b with Para 4 of Schedule 1, it says that services, if imported into India from a related person or a distinct person without consideration, but in the course or furtherance of business, will be deemed as a supply and GST will apply. Now, from a related person, this is the key condition. The foreign supplier must be a related party, like a parent company, a subsidiary, or even a family member, as per the definition of the related party. And it should be for a business purpose. And it should be given for free. The foreign entity does not charge you any consideration for the service. In this scenario, also, such transaction will be deemed as a supply and GST will apply under reverse charge. Apart from this, any other case is there, then it would not be a supply. Now let's take some examples. Jhumro Associate receives legal consultancy services from its head office located in Malaysia. The head office has rendered such consultancy services free of cost to its branch office. Is para 4 triggered here? Yes. Since Jhumro Associates and the head office are related persons, services received by Jhumro Associates will qualify as supply even though head office has not charged anything from it. Now, second example. Chakmak, a proprietor registered in Delhi, has sought architect services free of cost from his son located in US with respect to his newly constructed house in Delhi. Will para 4 triggered here? No. Although these services has been received by Chakmak without consideration from his son, that is a related person, yet it will not qualify as supply since the same has not been received in the course or furtherance of business. So here's the crucial takeaway. Para 4 will apply if you satisfy all these conditions. First, you are importing service. Second, from a related person or your own establishment outside India. Third, it is made without consideration. And fourth, this import is in course or furtherance of your business. If all these conditions are met, even a free service is a taxable supply. Your company must pay IGST on the value of that service under the reverse charge mechanism. You can't simply ignore it. That's it for today. I hope this makes the intention behind para 4 crystal clear. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more GST insights. Keep learning, keep growing. See you in the next video.